here at Rhea County High School?
Basically, we went with the evolved system because of the non-invasive search that we're having to conduct with the students. Basically, when they come in, it's if you've been to Walt Disney World, Dollywood, or anywhere like that, you're going through the same system. It's productive, fast. We're not holding up anybody from entering the schools or being late for classes or anything like that. Our main goal is for the safety of the students that do go here, as well as the faculty. So we researched this system, found it to be what we liked most of all, and were able to use it. We actually done a trial run on it on our graduation, which we're handling between 5,000 and 6,000 people. We were able to use that system for that graduation, and it worked out really well. Our board members were able to see the system work, and actually was pretty enthused about getting this done. And we're trying to implement the high schools and stuff, so we'd love to have it for all the schools, but right now the high school and stuff is priority.
And you mentioned a little off camera about graduation was your first trial, and can you explain to me like how long this has been? You've done research, and this has been in the process of being implemented here.
6-8 months we've been going through the process of still researching and found the system that we really liked, and that's we're able to implement it. Of course, we're hitting it before our break, and getting things worked out for our break system, and then that way when we come back off our break, we should be going full force on that.
Yeah, this system uses artificial intelligence so that it gets smarter as we go. Like 3-ring binders, sometimes can flag, but we're hoping that eventually it'll get smart enough that it will just pick up what it needs to.
And you mentioned this with on that system, it boxes in specifically where that is. It's non-invasive.
Mm-hmm.
Can you explain to me the process if it picked up on something on a student? How would the process go of finding where that person is and making sure they don't bring a weapon into school?
Mm-hmm.
As a student walks in, of course, you've seen the screen that we had. It gives the picture of the student that's coming in. It actually pinpoints the area that the system picked up. At that point in time, we're able to, most of the time it's backpacks and stuff, so we're able to look through the backpacks and this, that, and other. Our main goal is for any type of guns, knives, and stuff as that. So that's our main goal, keeping our schools safe.
And again, you mentioned that long process. Were there a specific reason why you guys wanted to start this year, specifically of wanting to put this forth? Was there one specific reason, or just increase safety?
Just increase our safety and for our faculty and children. That's what the main goal is.
So over the last 3-4 years, you've been with the system?
Yes, ma'am.
And so when we were able to hire a full-time security person, we started looking across the district and determining where we had some gaps. So we have SROs in all of our schools, which we're very thankful for. We are ensuring that all of the keyed entries on the outside are remained locked and secure and that sort of thing. What we didn't have in place was some way to detect if something did happen to get into the schools. So this is the cameras. I forgot about the camera systems. We have an extensive camera system throughout our schools. So this was the logical next step, just to ensure school safety. We see in the news constantly where that has been a problem across the nation, basically. So we just want to be proactive. We're not seeing any uptick or really any concern, but we'd rather be proactive and address it before something happens than have to be reactive.
Is there anything you would like, parents of students here at Rhea County High School to know about this, the system, you know, this metal detector, and you know, being proactive and trying to keep the school safe?
This- You know, anytime you have something new come in, of course, there's always going to be questions. Hopefully, this could calm down the questions. It's a safe system. I believe in the system that we do have set up, and it's for their children that comes here. We want them to be able to drop their children off knowing that they're going to be in a safe environment.
We did push out the website so on a schoolcast to all parents and students so that they could research it on their own if they wanted to, as long as, and also all the safety and things, protocols as well. So.
And you mentioned, you know, doing research and this non-invasive system. Can you explain to me a little bit about the specific program you chose and why you think it's better than, you know, the other ones you did research into?
We felt that the older model metal detectors they pick up all metals, basically. It would have been almost impossible to get 1,500 children into a school system in a proper time. Basically, this is it's a weapons detection system that's used by AI. A whole lot faster. There's no hold up. Students are able to just walk through it and go on about their business after it clears.
And the portability of it too, we can use it for multifunctions. It can easily be moved, so we can share it throughout the county if we need to.
Yes.
And on that note, are you planning on, hopefully if this goes well, expanding to all the schools in the district, or, you know, using it potentially at events as well?
That's correct, events especially, football games and so on and so forth.
And ideally, we'd love to have them in all the schools, but
So is this just kind of a trial run to see how it goes, or is it's going to stay in here at the school?
It'll
as long as
stay.
possible?
That system will stay here at this school. Yes.
And I know some people, how I found out about this was about Facebook. They mentioned, just wanted to clarify exactly, you know, this is new technology, how this is funded, if there's a specific budget for it, or people wanted clarification on it's new technology. Everyone's obviously confused about everything, so I just wanted to come straight from y'all about if you know exactly how this new technology is funded.
Originally, we were looking to write a grant for it. That did not work out, so the board felt like it was important enough that we used our current budget to fund the project. So when we developed the budget in the spring, we actually allocated money in the budget this year for the system. But we were hoping to get a grant that would cover it, and like I said, that didn't happen. So we moved forward with the purchase with local funding.
And so you said this has been going on for a while. I know this was mentioned, I was told school board. Did you hear any, you know, I know most people are really for this. I mean, I am too. Did you hear any, you know, any other concerns about this, or was there a lot of positive feedback?
At this point in time, we've got a lot of positive feedback because of how the system works. Like I said, it's non-invasive. We're not having to do a search on a student or anything like that. It basically does the searching for us. So it's a lot of positive feedback thus far.
Is there anything else that it specifically asked y'all that you would like people to know about this new system, specifically, you know, parents in the district, like of questions I didn't specifically ask?
There again, this same system that you're going to walk through Disney World and Dollywood, or even your major events such as NFL football games and so on and so forth. So there's a lot of people that are using this. I think we're probably one of the first local schools that is actually running this system. So it's no different than you taking your children to Dollywood. So.
Yeah. I was recently at a state conference. It was for school board, and in the vendor section, Evolve had a demo set up, and there was a lot of interest, a lot of school districts looking at this. So to what Mike said, I think we're just the first But I expect that this will expand and other districts will start to implement it as well.